I touch, that's fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again, I testify for you. I told her like you, that bitch, I do it all.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nartiana, and I am back with another video. I'm back with another video. And y'all, like, this video is about to be, y'all, excuse me if, I don't know, like, if y'all see me looking like I'm just about to die. Because, for one, still kind of congested because I was sick last week. By the way, today is September 9th. It's a Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, September 9th. And also, too, like, our air is out. I don't know, I just found out, like, literally maybe 5 to 10 minutes ago that our freaking air is not working. So this video is about to be a Q&A. So guys, we're doing a Q&A. So I posted this little question thing on Instagram, basically like ask me any esthetician related questions, like literally ask me anything. Like ask me anything that y'all might have been wanting to answer about esthetician. Excuse me, y'all, that's my dryer, I think. Washer or dryer, I think it's a dryer. But anywho, so we have 15 questions to get through. So let me stop yapping about this and let's just get into the questions. First question. What has been the hardest skill to learn? I'm going to say 2 things. My first skill that's been hard to learn is waxing Brazilians. Y'all, Brazilian waxes, like, I work at a wax center now. I'm not going to disclose what it is because I'm not ready for that yet. But I work at a wax place, and I recently just got done with my training, and the way they do Brazilian waxes is so different from the way that I learned to do it in school. So yeah, it's more difficult for sure, and plus too, like, and they want you to do it really fast. So like learning how to wax under 30 minutes, really 30 to 15 minutes, like just learning how to wax in a rush, pretty much. That has number one been the hardest skill I've had to learn. And then honestly, I'm still learning, you know, like I know how to do Brazilian waxes and everything, but you know, like learning it under pressure is what, yeah. The hardest thing I've also learned, or the hardest skill I've learned for me is chemical peels. Like, it's not hard to do, but it's one of those things where it can easily mess someone's skin up. So it's like, my other job that I have where I just focus on facials, the training wasn't really what it should have been. And so I asked for more training before I felt comfortable enough to do chemical peels. So, like I said, it's not hard performing the chemical peels, but it's hard when you really didn't learn it in school. Like, we learned about chemical peels, but we didn't perform chemical peels because you have to have training in it to be able to perform it. And so, like, that was hard for me because I'm one of those people where I need to know the ins and outs before I decide to do anything, or before I decide to perform a service on a client. I need to know how it's going to work, how to do it, the proper application. Like, I need the whole 9 yards about it. So that has by far been the 2 hardest skills that I've learned since I started my journey, for sure. Moving on to question 2. How did you balance work, school, and your personal life? Honestly, y'all, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I fucking did it. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how I did it. I just be doing shit, man. I just be doing what I'm doing for real. Like, I just be doing shit. And honestly, this probably not the best thing. It's probably why I'm always under stress. But I feel like I always perform best when I'm under stress. When I'm under stress. When things are stressful, I feel like I perform good. Like, I don't know what it is. But honestly, how did I balance work, school, and my personal life? Dang, how did I do it for real? How did you balance work, school, and personal life? I ain't gonna lie, some things got more neglected than others. For instance, I would be so locked in on school and work to sometimes my personal life kind of got the back burner a little bit, which isn't good. Like, I don't know, like I said, I always like, if you know me, you know, like I'm very like work oriented. Like I'm always trying to figure out my next move. So it's just like, how do I balance it? Honestly, so backtrack, I don't know if you watch my other videos or not, but I basically said like I worked at Amazon, I was a safety specialist. And so basically I was doing that. I was working night shift right before I started esthetician school. And then once I started school, I was doing both. And honestly, it wasn't a good balance. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I get off at 4 in the morning. Well, when I got accommodated for school. Once I started school, I got an accommodation. So I was getting off at 2 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. Didn't really make a difference, but it made somewhat of a difference. Sorry, anyway. So, I was getting off at 2 a.m. and then I'll go home. You know, you first get home, you get off work, you gotta wind down. You can't just jump straight to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. So get home about 2:30ish, take my shower, wind down. Class, I gotta be to school at 8:30 a.m. So by the time I go to sleep, it's probably about 3 something, 4 something. So I'm getting up at like 8 something. Running off 3 to 4 hours of sleep every day. I did that shit for like a month, and I was just like, something gotta give. I already didn't like my job anyway, so I'm like, I'm not giving up school. Why would I do that? Like, come on now. And then, honestly, like, I'm still trying to figure out how I balance it, because I'm sitting here about to tell y'all I didn't balance it. I just literally was just going with the motions. Honestly, I didn't start balancing it until I quit Amazon. Once I quit Amazon, like a whole weight was lifted, and I just feel like I had more time to do things. Of course, like I had to pick up like little jobs here and there just to make sure bills and stuff was covered, because Amazon was a significant amount of income that I decided to not have anymore. So yeah, that was hard for sure. But overall, like I planned out my day. So for instance, I planned out all my work I had to do. Luckily, school didn't have homework, so I did all my work in school. So it's not like I had to like come home and like do homework and stuff, unless I needed to study for a test or something. But like I said, I don't really know how I balanced it. I just got it done, y'all. Like, just fucking do it. Just like Nike, just do it. That's all I can say. Question number 3: what made you start it? Honestly, just kind of picking back to what I was just saying. I hated my job. I've always wanted to go to esthetician school, but honestly, like where I am, like I'm very grateful for my journey. But honestly, y'all, I probably would have just went to esthetician school. I probably should have went to esthetician school right out of high school to avoid debt. But like, I feel like where I am in life now, it was worth the debt. So I don't want to say like, you know, that I probably should have. Either way, I'm grateful for where I am now, and I probably wouldn't be where I am now without my journey, the way it has been going, the way life has been set up, the way God has aligned my goals and my journey. I feel like it was meant for me. So, like I said, I hated my job. Like I just felt like something has to give. I cannot keep doing this. Like I just cannot keep doing this. Like I was so unhappy, and it was just pouring into like other things in my life, and it was just affecting it. I was just like, bro, I have to give this up. So yeah, I literally saved up all the money that I had at the time for school, and invested all my money into school. So yeah, I chose my peace of mind and happiness over money. Money doesn't buy happiness. It make you happy, don't get me wrong. It applies to, you can buy things that can make you happy, but overall it doesn't provide long-term happiness. So that's what made me start, y'all. I just chose a peace of mind. And yeah, moving to the next question: how did you overcome having to make the decision of choosing the perfect scenario, like graduating school and finding a job to following your passion and pursuing what you really love. How did you overcome having to make the decision of choosing? Honestly, I had to block out what other people thought. Honestly, people probably thought that was the stupidest shit ever. Me quitting my job that was paying pretty good to going to school and basically picking on little jobs to cover in to make ends meet. I overcame it by just doing what made me happy, like listening to no one else and just following what I had in mind. Like, one thing about me, I'm always 10 steps ahead of every move I make. I've already planned this shit a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. It might not make sense to people what I do sometimes, but it makes sense in my head. So like, I always just block out what other people think. I might ask you your opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna do what I want to do. And that might not be the best thing. It might not be the best way of thinking sometimes. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, I have to make me happy. Like, what I do ain't affecting you, and it shouldn't affect you for one. But like, what I do is overall to be happy. Like, every move I make is for me to be happy, to set myself up for the future. Like, everything I'm doing now, yes, I'm trying to live in the present more, but everything I do is potentially like for the future. So honestly, like, when I made that decision, I put my passion over. I put following my passion over the potential to make a bunch of money doing something that I know wouldn't make me happy. You know, like, a lot of people sit around stuck in situations or stuck in jobs that they know they truly hate and not passionate about because it pays the bills. And I get it, like, especially in this economy, it's so hard to basically follow your passion without being a broke hoe. Literally, without being broke. It's hard to follow your passion nowadays without being broke. I ain't gonna lie to you. And sometimes I'm broke. I'm broke, but I know I ain't gonna be broke for long. That's the thing, though. Like, I just overcame that by, like I said, just following my heart, following my passion, like, doing what's best for me. Because at the end of the day, man, it's me versus me. I'm just saying. Next question. What is your favorite part about being an esthetician? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. One of my favorite, I ain't gonna lie, it's a few things that makes this, like, it's a few things that make this journey worth it, for instance. So, I'm gonna just say a few things I like about it. But overall, my favorite part about being an esthetician is, for one, the flexibility that I have with this job, with this career. The flexibility is by far one of my favorite things about this career. Like, y'all, you know how good it feels to be able to be off on a Monday? Like, having a 4-day work week. Like, the flexibility is unmatched. But aside from the flexibility, I really enjoy just, like, making people feel good. Like, just seeing people's faces light up whenever you, like, you know, show them the mirror when you're done with your service. Like, I don't know, it's just something about it, being able to just connect with people on a deeper level beyond, like, what I'm used to. It's just, I love it. So flexibility and being able to, like, connect with people on a deeper level and just meeting new people. Like, you know, you service so many different clients coming in and out. You get to meet so many people. Like, literally, I met someone the other day who's a chef at a restaurant that I've been wanting to eat at. Like, that just warmed, like, my heart. Like, it was crazy. And then on top of that, like, I met someone who's a dentist the other day. Like, yeah, those are my favorite parts of it. But number one, for sure, flexibility, and then the other one is just meeting new people, connecting with people. So what's your least favorite part about being an esthetician? Least favorite? My least favorite part by far is the pay, though. Like, you know, you start out in these spas and these different wax centers, like, you're not getting paid anything. Like, the amount that they charge for a service, bro, you're not even gonna see half of it, you know, like, for each service that you do. And, like, also too, like, working in these spas is very number driven, and I feel like that's in any industry in my opinion, but money driven. So like it's kind of hard. The pay is hard. Like the amount of work you do sometimes, and the amount of energy that you give to people when you're doing the different services and stuff, it doesn't equate to the pay. The pay doesn't match the amount of effort you give each time to each client. Just the amount of energy, like it. Don't get me wrong, like y'all, I love what I do, but that pay don't match sometimes the amount of energy that I give to people, the amount of effort I give to people. Like it doesn't match. So that's my least favorite part about being an esthetician. Next question is, what is my favorite and least favorite service? My favorite service is anything waxing, like waxing. But if we want to be more specific about which type of waxing, Brazilian waxes. That might sound weird. But I promise you y'all, like I don't know what it is. I think with waxing, for one, it's just so fast paced in comparison to like doing facials and stuff. Like I love waxing. Waxing is my number one thing. I love waxing. My least favorite service is, not gonna lie, I like lashing, but I don't like lashing, if that makes sense. Like, it's very hard on your body. Like, just this career in general is just very hard on your body. I like lashing because it's something that's very popular nowadays, and it's like I want to stick with the trends, you know, like I want to be able to keep up with the industry. However, it's not one of my favorite things to do. Like, or just like lash lifts and stuff. Like I'm not a fan of doing lash lifts and like brow type services, just because like it's very tedious and it's very like you really gotta know your shit. You really gotta know what you're doing. So yeah, favorite service, anything waxing, Brazilians to be specific, and underarm waxes. I love those. Those are my combos. I love those. And then my least favorite service to do, like I said, is anything like lashing, brow, anything face type, anything with the face really, besides like facials and like waxing. I'm not a fan. What advice would you give someone else trying to pursue this same career? I don't know. I forgot who asked me this, but girl, I hope you are considering this career because it's such a great and rewarding career. It's like, it's one of those careers where like, you know how you have a job and it's just so draining, and like it's one of those jobs that you just can't leave work at work. You just bring the baggage home. Like this job is kind of like that. Like it's not like that at all. My advice I would give someone looking to like pursue this same career, my advice would be to do not join this career expecting 6 figures. Join because you truly love skincare, you truly love the beauty industry as a whole, like you truly value what the beauty industry does for people. That is my advice for you. Do not join this career thinking you're about to make all of this money. Don't get me wrong, it's money in this career, but don't expect it starting out. You know, but everybody's journey is different. So some people do start out jumping out the gate making 6 figures. But like, don't expect that. Don't let that be the reason why you join this career. And also too, like, just be teachable, be coachable. Like, if you do, say for instance, if you do lashes on the side before you go to school, like before you get your license and everything, don't be so closed off to learning other other services. So like waxing, facials, like don't be so closed off to it, because you might end up liking it and that might be your money maker. So like just be open-minded, just be open, and don't join this industry thinking you're about to make so much money. Question: what was your biggest challenge in your journey? Biggest challenge, y'all, was me deciding to even start it, or like deciding to whether or not quit my job to pursue my passion or stay in my job and be unhappy. That was the biggest challenge so far in my career, like in this journey in general. Like I said, I was surviving off 3-4 hours of sleep a day. I did it for like a month. I was doing school and still working at Amazon for like a month, and like I was so drained, like I was so tired, and it was kind of starting to get to a point where I wasn't enjoying my school, like the journey in school. I was starting to not enjoy school because I would be so tired and drained from Amazon. So that was by far my biggest challenge. It was just deciding to let Amazon go, because like I said, it was paying the bills. So basically it was just kind of like a pick up these little hand-me-down jobs, not hand-me-down, but like these run-down ass jobs over a job that you got when you first graduated school. Like, that was probably the biggest challenge. Yeah. What is your biggest takeaway from going to esthetician school? My biggest takeaway, honestly, there's money to be made out here. Like, like being an entrepreneur isn't a bad thing. Like, sometimes in college and stuff, or in high school even, they just, the plan is to like, they tell you, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get this nice corporate job and all this and this and that. But honestly, like, esthetician school taught me that you can still be successful and make money without all of that. Like, don't get me wrong, I still got my degree, still got my diploma. Like, I can easily fall back on it, but I know for a fact, like, that's not the only way to make money. And so I feel like esthetician taught me like discipline. I feel like it taught me that my decision wasn't a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me realize like there's just so much out here, and there's so many opportunities out here, especially in the beauty industry. So the biggest takeaway for me, like I said, like, it's always room to grow out here. It's always room. It's like there's so much room to eat out here. Like, yeah, it taught me that it's just so much room to eat. Like, yeah. What led you to the decision on going to school, and what steps did you take to get there? Well, like I said, the decision led me to going to school. I've always wanted to do it, and Amazon pushed me to do it, honestly. Like, hating my job so much pushed me to go to school. Because like I said, I've always had it in my plan to go. I never took the steps before being at Amazon to do it. And like, plus I had to have the funds to do it too. But like, the steps I took to get there, so like, I was at Amazon. I'll be at, like, when I have downtime at work, I would look into different schools around, because I was in Greensboro at the time. I would look online at different schools with the best reviews. I would go and just read all the reviews, read all the info on the different schools, the curriculum, like what I would be learning, blah blah blah, whole 9 yards. I did that, and then I ended up finding the school that I ended up going to. What was the name of my school? North Carolina Skincare Academy. I saw that online. They had 5.0 stars. I said, okay, period. Let me go tour it. So I went to the school, toured it. It's a pretty small school, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want to go to a really, really big school, because I feel like I learn best when it isn't as many people in school, and I'm able to, like, thrive in those settings. So toured the school, loved it. I love how welcoming the teachers were, the director of the school. I love how she just gave me hella info. And I just fell in love with it. So I signed up for it. I enrolled. I paid my money. I forgot how much it was. And I enrolled. And that's what I did. And then once I enrolled in school, like I said, I worked there from January. I started school January, whatever it was, January 9th, January 10th or something like that. And then I worked at Amazon and went to school for a month. Valentine's Day, that was the last day at Amazon, so I did it for a month, and now here I am. Favorite part about my journey? My favorite part about my journey is honestly just seeing the growth, like seeing where I was, like beginning of January, like beginning of the year. I was very like depressed. I wasn't really depressed, but I could say it. Yeah, I would say I was very like depressed, just looking for a way out of Amazon. Like, I was just so drained. I was so over it. And now here I am in Charlotte. Got my esthetician jobs. Like, just seeing the growth and seeing the difference in like my happiness is what's been my favorite part about this, because I knew like I was gonna be successful in this. I just didn't know when. I just didn't know how. I didn't know until I just threw myself in it, honestly. That's been my favorite part. Just seeing how I just threw myself in it and the outcome of it. So for sure. What did you major/minor in? What made you switch careers, and how long did this journey take you? Well, I majored in psychology. I did have a Spanish minor, but I dropped it because I was trying to get the hell up out of there in college. So I dropped my minor because I was not about to stay there no extra damn semesters and all that. So majored in psychology, minored in Spanish, and how long did it take me? How long did this journey take for you? So I went to school 4 years, graduated college, and then I went to esthetician school. That lasted 6 months. So I started school in January, ended in June. So I think that's 6 months. Yeah, and then I got my license. Let's see, my last day of school was like June 10th or something, and then I got my license like a week later. Yeah, I won't play no games. So all together, it took me a little over 6 months and a week or two. So yeah. Period. Last question. What skills are you looking to learn more about, if any? Honestly, like, I'm so open to learning so many different things, but overall, I'm just trying to learn more about entrepreneurship as a whole. Like, I'm trying to learn more about the solo aesthetic side. Like, I'm trying to learn more about different facial devices, more waxing techniques possibly. I'm just looking to just get more experience in what I already know and like my specialties, which is right now waxing and facials. Yeah, I'm just honestly looking, and also too, like, I'm looking to expand my knowledge and like lashing and stuff. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite things to do, but I do like doing it. I just want to become more like proficient in it, you know, like I do want to enhance my skills with that. I don't know, like I'm really, like I said, I'm staying open-minded. Like, I do have services I don't like doing, but I'm not like closed-minded. I'm not like closed off to it. Like, if I feel like that's what's popping right now in my area and stuff, like I do want to learn more about it. But the thing about it is, it's not free. Like, nothing in this industry is free. Like, of course they have some free continuing education classes, but as far as like the really good big classes, they cost money. So yeah, so right now, like I said, I just recently started my job and everything, so I am looking to like enhance my waxing skills, just, you know, just get really proficient in that, and that's really what I'm looking to do, guys. Overall, like, my esthetician journey, that's all the questions, by the way. Overall, my esthetician journey has been great. I've been in this industry for, let's see, I started school January, school ended in June. Yeah, so I've like been a fully licensed esthetician since June, and it is now September 9th. So a little over like 2 months, and I love it, y'all. Like, I love it so much because, like I said, it has provided so much flexibility. I've met so many great people. I've had so many learning experiences already, and it's only been like 2 months. So I just know, like, there are better things coming. I just know that I'm really gonna flourish in this field. You know, I just gotta find. No, I don't have to find anything. I just gotta be patient. Patience is key in this industry. Like I said, I know I can easily make 6 figures when that time is right. I just have to be patient. If that's God's plan for me to make 6 figures, then baby, I'm all for it. But you can't rush that process, you know? Only God can speed up or slow down the process. So, period. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my Q&A. So my next video is going to be very, very fun. It's going to be kind of different from what I've been posting lately. So it's going to be like a maintenance vlog for my girls trip that's coming up. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on, because your girl is bringing the heat. Period. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.